So some of you guys have asked about the hatch here, and so I wanted to just show you guys how it worked. But basically we just put it on a couple of 3-inch hinges up on the top, and it's literally just the lower half of this wall. So when we framed this wall, we basically framed it like 2 separate sections. And then we just have these little legs that are on kind of a kickstand basically, that can just fold up, and then they just tuck away. Makes it pretty easy. It also, I don't know why, it just feels a little safer for when the girls are doing their free range thing. It kind of gives them like a little shelter to kind of get in and out a little bit easier. But it's made it really simple. And then we just use these little, kind of these little slide latches. And so we've got 2 locks on the bottom. Just for predators, we've not had too big of an issue, knock on wood, but we do have a couple of raccoons hanging around. So it just needs to be nice and secure. You know, you want to just be cautious of predators. We do still have the 1/4-inch hardware cloth. It is still buried underneath this edge here as well. So it's around all 4 sides of the coop. We just kind of frame the wall separately, and then you can kind of see there, but there's a small or a low 2x4 that goes across the base, which gives us that connection point for our latches and such. And then I did just kind of use a scrap 2x4 that we just kind of twist over to lock the legs when they're fully folded up. Works pretty well. I wouldn't say there's any big issue, but the girls really like it, and they love coming out here for their treats. Just made me realize I haven't told you guys about GrubTerra yet. They've recently sold us over their black soldier fly larva. This is, I think, a 1-pound bag. Yeah. They freaking love them. As you can see, they keep eating them straight out of my hand. I also like to just kind of scatter a handful of them about. It gives them something just to kind of scratch and peck. But if you guys are unfamiliar, black soldier fly larva has about 80 to 85% more calcium than mealworms alone. Mealworms are going to be a lot more common or commonly found, I guess. But GrubTerra does the black soldier fly larva, so much more protein and calcium for your hens. It's really great for things like their feather health and egg production especially. And like I said, they love them. So they can't seem to get enough of them. The black soldier fly larva also helps with a well-balanced diet for the hens. Again, great source of calcium, a little extra protein. But when you've got egg-laying hens, you want to make sure that their health is in, you know, as best working order as you can. And so anything that's going to provide a little bit of extra balance to that, we're a big fan of. The chickens do get to free range some, but not as much as I would like, because we do have some predators. So they do their best to kind of hang out in the yard, and that's why I like to kind of sprinkle them around, not only just to hand feed them to get them socialized, but it kind of keeps them active as well. Another reason, not just for the product that we love, but the company, they're doing everything they can to be as eco-conscious as possible. And honestly, any work these days to be as eco-conscious as possible is good with us. They're at least putting an effort to it. Most of their bags, I believe, are biodegradable, but from their shipping practices to their packaging, just overall a really good company. You can read up a little bit on the link in the description below as to who they are. But yeah, they're generally speaking really great company, and like I said, the product, the girls can't get enough. So if you guys have chickens at home and you have not tried any of GrubTerra's products, it's totally worth it. Check out the link in the description, get a little discount. But really, it's so easy. It ships fast. I think it got to us in about a day or 2. So really easy to get your hands on, and honestly just really great packaging, a lot of really great information on it, but it is kept really simple. So huge fan of that. And like I said, anybody that's trying to be, you know, environmentally conscious or just at least aware of it is a huge plus in our book. You guys know us. I wouldn't give you a review on a product if I didn't think it was worth it. But yeah, so check it out. Check the link in the description. Let us know what you guys think about it. And if you guys have any more questions about the chicken coop build itself, let us know in the comments. We'll see you guys next time. Yeah. Huh. You want some too, Goldie? Get in there. She's gonna eat them all on you. I know, she's gonna eat them all on you. You silly girl. You silly girl. Yeah. Good stuff. You want some? No? Okay. Big Red's gonna eat them all then. She's gonna become a fatty.